Hello, friends. Beautiful beginnings. Welcome back to my channel. It's me, Mrs. W. I want to thank you all for listening. Thank you to all my new subscribers. I greatly appreciate it. So, today I come on this blessed, beautiful Sunday to speak about some of the steps that I took to get me to the point of being this strong today. On an episode a while back, I spoke about how I had to get my mindset to be in a certain place for me to even deal with the loss of my mother. The reason why those steps occurred is because the expectation was in other people and not in God. Once I realized that my expectation needed to be in myself and how much of a prayer warrior I can become and how much faith do I have that God has a purpose, God has a plan, and how can I continue to live life, grieve my mother, and still be happy with life after. So some of the things that I had to learn to do was depend on myself. My mother was my everything. Let's get this clear. I would not go out unless I FaceTimed her for her to see my outfit so she could tell me if it was approvable. Like if she approved, then okay, let's go. If she did not, I'm changing. And I mean that in the most, it's just crazy how much it occurred. It was my life. If I decorated a room, she was on the phone with me decorating. If I went to the store, I was calling her to see if it's this the shirt I should pick or if this the pants I should pick. So I was stripped of the only person that knew me inside and out, the only person that I felt like was my total cheerleader, my support, my one person that I knew no matter what was going to love me, no matter what was going to be there with open arms. They were taken away. So now I'm standing here, you might as well say just vulnerable, naked, because everything's gone. But I have a brother, I have children, I have people that are looking at me to say, wow, I can't believe it. And now I need to comfort them. Now I need to console them. Now I need to reassure them that it's going to be okay. She loved you. She wanted you to be happy. And I found myself doing this for almost 4 or 5 months after my mother passed. And it was like, wow, this is crazy. Now, mind you, I also lost my nephew, like right there. So, me and my husband are almost in a cloud, but we're still living life. Things are not, you know, smooth as far as life goes with us and how where our personality and our laughter and our smiles, it wasn't there. It wasn't like that. It was more so like such disappointment that we had put in people walking around. My strength comes from me being stripped of my mother. A year later today, I had to be strong for my mother. When it was no more mother, it was no more anything. I had family member who drove across straight line and she did it. And I will say that with the deepest hurt and pain because God knows I'm thankful for it and I love her for it. And she did it all the way up until it started snowing. And every day they call me, they text me, we talk, some type of encouragement, positivity. Then I look and I have people that are not even across the state line that put forth no effort. When you have your expectation and people walking around, you can get let down. So I have this family member traveling a distance to make sure I'm okay, showing me support in the family so I don't feel so naked, so vulnerable. But then I have this expectation putting these other people and not God and not myself to where it was like, ugh. And I'm not going to say I got angry, but it just made me feel like, okay, you have to do this. You have to do that. You have to do this. And before I knew it, it was nobody else standing around. And I had to do it. I was not fit to let my mother down. Now I have this almost fire burning inside of me because everything that I put in the people, now it's in me. I'm no longer putting it in the people. And it's like a passion that I have to continue to make my mother proud. Like I said, every day is a day, one day at a time. I conquered yesterday. I'm going to conquer today. God said, get up. You can do this. And that's what I'm going to do. So when you feel vulnerable and you feel all alone because that loved one was all you have to look at the people that do support you. Like my childhood friend from last year till today, continuously. And then you have to look at the people who did not. Those people were already not there to be supportive in the first place. Now you have to get on your knees and say, God, remove that hurt. Remove that pain. Remove that anger. Remove that thought. Because I want to do right when I stand up and when I talk to anybody that comes into my mouth. I don't want to have hurtful things to say. I don't want to feel pain because I put my expectation in somebody walking around. God is good. He's all I need. Long as I have faith in him, I will be fine. And when you realize that, the letdown won't be such a letdown, but it will help you be stronger. See, I had to do things that I never thought I would have to do. When you put yourself in a situation to be responsible, because I'm the only daughter, I'm the oldest, I'm doing it. And you still feel like, oh wow, I thought that this would happen, or I thought that that would happen. When it doesn't happen, don't let it consume you. And that's what made me stronger. I chose not to let it make me break down. Now, don't get me wrong, I had bad days, but I got up continuously every day. Even though I was hurting on the inside, the more I pray, the more I talk to God, the more I thank God for what I have, the more I thank God for where he has me, the more I thank God for what my mother taught me, the pain is gone. I don't feel that hurt today. I don't have that expectation in those people today. I can say, God bless you, I wish you well, and walk my path and know that I did the right thing. I know that my faith in God and my prayers to God are answered, because I am able to sit here and speak to you today, a year later. And I do have a quality of life. I do enjoy life. I am smiling. But yes, I am grieving. About a week ago, I went to pay for my mother's grave blanket and her pictures, like I said, I spoke about a few episodes ago. I have a friend that I've been knowing for over 25 years. And she was speaking to someone that I just met. And she said, you know, she doesn't even give people time to say, oh, I'll go with you to the cemetery. Or, oh, I'll go with you to handle that business for your mom. She just be out. And I chuckled. But when I sit back and think about it, she's right. When it occurred last year, I felt so alone and let down by people that I had got into a mindset of I have to do it. So right now to this day, I go to the cemetery. I won't even tell my brother, and he like, excuse you, girl. I would have went, and I'm like, dang, you, my bag. But when it was occurring, it everybody is. This is like the staple. This is the foundation. This is a kind soul. This is a granny. This is a great grandmother. This is a sister. This is an aunt. This is best friends. So everybody around was broken, and I get it. This was my mother. I was broken also, and I don't feel as though that was part of their trajectory. They didn't see that part. So in that sense, a year later, I go and do what I gotta do, and I thank God for it. I don't shed a tear when I go to the cemetery. Um, it's just like, okay, girl, I'm here. You all right? I love you, because I feel like she'll tell me, like, you're not gonna come see me. It's like I hear it and I have to. So that is part of the reasons, one of the reasons how I got to this point of strength in my life. I thank God for it, because I pray to God every day for this strength, and it's given. I thank God for it. It's given. God answers my prayers, and I thank God for that, because some people might not notice that He answers their prayers. But if you're listening to this, you woke up this morning, that's a prayer answered. If you are able to see the fireplace, you have sight, that's a prayer answered. Some people are not able to live life that way. Um, I just wanted to come on and give a little insight on how I got to this point of strength in my life. Thank God again. And I pray everyone's doing well during this holiday time. And I wish you all the best. Until next time, God bless.